What's going on, guys? Venatix here. Welcome back to the channel. This morning, Warhammer 40k Darktide had a new hotfix, hotfix 1.0.14, addressing fixes, localization improvements, and some bugs that fix some combat issues. However, keep in mind that the next community update post, which is supposed to come out later this week, will be addressing their new content update, crafting, weapons, and other pertinent topics. So stay tuned to that, guys. We'll make sure to cover that here on the channel. So we're going to go over some of the important things. If you want to see the entire patch notes, there'll be a link in the description down below. But we're going to go over the fixes with the crashes and stability, where there was a player which found themselves out of bounds has now been fixed. Fix the crash when browsing through the shop items. Fix the crash that would occur when interacting with NPCs in the Morningstar. Fix the crash that would occur when textures loaded in. Fix the crash that would occur when players couldn't connect to servers. Fix various other unspecifiable crashes. Fix some memory leaks. As for cosmetics and character customization, all the Zealot Cowl head cosmetics should no longer hide their hairstyle, so that's great. The Imperial Edition Thunderhammer should now match the promotional imagery, and the Ogren pre-order beta helmet will no longer apply a voice filter effect. Now, for some of the combat changes, you should now be able to chain grenades or combat abilities from reload on the Thumper MK2. Psyker's Brain Burst should no longer cause warp charge explosions when below its attended threshold. Ogren should no longer slide in idle movement when swapping between weapons whilst in the air. Players should no longer be able to interrupt the reload animation on Akatron and Katral Lasguns by dodge sliding. Players should now be able to trigger on-kill traits with any chainsword hit. Fix an issue that caused the Surge Force Staff to kill players if pushed above 80% peril. Ogren should now correctly get stun immunity on taking lighter hits. Fix an issue where the boss, captain, enemy, and kill missions would be killed through the shield in the perils of warp explosion. Fix an issue where Force Staff AoE wasn't working on some enemy units. Fix an issue where Psyker's Psykinetic Aura would not work on elite enemies. Fix an issue where players cannot block enemy attacks while rescuing their teammates from ledges. Veterans Deadshot should no longer consume stamina when using the scanner. Veteran passive should now grant allies ammo on kill with a chainsword. The melee weapon trait Decimator should now function properly in the Psycharium. The Ogren Club Haymaker trait should no longer trigger with bleed procs in ranged weapons. Fix an issue where multiple veterans could cause their volley fire combat ability to conflict with the bio-optic targeting talent. Fix an issue where enemies could spawn in view of players near the elevator in Chasm Station HL1611. And then they buffed a weapon here. They buffed the Heavy Stubber, buff damage from 75 to 150 to 100 to 200. Nice. And buff the Berserker armor mod from near 0.5 far 0.6 to near 1.0 far 0.8. And buff the impact from 8 to 16 to 10 to 20. So Stubber, stronger now. As for visual effects and sound effects, it looks like they made things slightly better for the Force Sword, Psyker's Smite, Ogren's Uppercut Punch, and a few other things. And for the UI and the user experience, it looks like a few different things have been adjusted, like a missing plus sign. AFK animation should now sync automatically with an AFK warning pop-up, and a couple other things like that. Like I said, link in the description down below if you want to know more, and stay tuned for this week because they're going to talk about crafting and other important things that you guys are not want to miss, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.